I'm currently building an amusement park in Minecraft, and while we are filling this thing up with rides, we need more. There's simply not enough rides to call this an amusement park, so we're going to do another one over here today, and this is going to be our Area 51 ride, which is pretty much aliens, spaceships, secret government areas, all that cool stuff. Oh, I guess it's cool, I don't know. And it's going to do a lot to make this park look a lot more full and with more things to do. So to get started, we need a lot of materials to build this, so let's go ahead and grab them. Okay, that is actually everything I need. Most of the stuff is pretty random and I already just found it by looking through on my chest. So that was good, but now that is everything, we can head over to the park and start working on this build. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is kind of just pretty up this area a bit, or at least get it ready so that we can place stuff on it. Like this mountain here has got to go because the path is not going to end like this. That's so ugly. So I'm going to tear that up and then also start to get ready for the floor that's going on here. And since we're using concrete powder, as you can see I've done for the rest of the park, we got to put dirt underneath it so it doesn't just fall to the ground. So I'm also going to place a bunch of dirt just every second line. You'll see it'll look pretty weird, but then we can just go in and place all of the concrete at once and it won't be an issue. So yeah, I'm gonna get work on that. So let's go. Okay, that is a lot better. This area over here, I think I'm going to fix up a bit later. It looks very unnatural. But I think once I get the actual ride in here, it'll give me a better idea of what I want to put here. Probably nothing, but just to make it look better. But now what I'm going to do is get all the floors in here, including the pathway, which is going to extend all the way up to around about here, at least for now. And we're going to put the floor in. It's going to be yellow this time. So similar to the red over here, we'll have the concrete and the wall. But it's going to be yellow because we want that kind of desert feel. And I think it will be a good block to do that. Also over here, I'll add in some green like we have just here so that eventually we can put some trees here to look really nice. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so that should give you guys a better idea of how big this thing is going to be. It's going to cover all of this yellow area, which is pretty decent sized ride. And then in the middle here, you notice I didn't put anything. It's because we're going to have kind of like an Area 51 base where we put all of the experiments and top secret stuff in here. So I'm going to put that here. Otherwise the ride will also continue on the outside areas around here. So the next thing to do is to actually put the structure of the ride in here. So pretty much the framing stuff, kind of like how we have here, and then the rails on top of them. So it actually starts looking like a ride. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, there we go. Now it actually looks like a roller coaster. The idea is you're going to start right here, then go up this part, around there, fall down there, then it's going to swing around this corner, and then right here, which I'm going to build next, is going to be a UFO, and you're going to get abducted by the UFO right in this spot here. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And then it goes into the Area 51 base here with all the secret stuff. We'll go through the actual base and then come out around here, follow around through here, and then back up, coming towards here, and then we'll build something else over here, which I'll talk about later, and then back to the start over there. That's the plan. So a lot of things to build still, but we might as well get started with the first thing, which is going to be the UFO right here. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So let's do that. There we go. We have a UFO now and we can actually test this out. If I just skip to this part of the ride, it should work. Hopefully I get enough momentum. It's going to put us up here as if we're getting abducted. It looks pretty cool, I think. And then we're going to go up this bubble elevator and get pushed out the side here into the next part of the track. We're not going to take 4 damage. But yeah, you guys might have seen it. I also added some cows here that are upside down. So it looks like they're also being abducted. There's another one over there. And then just the UFO there, which pretty much just hides this redstone. It's really simple. It could probably be made a lot more efficient, but I made it myself, so I'd rather do that. It's just a tripwire hook here once you get pushed up the bubble elevator, and the piston gets activated by the redstone coming through here, and it pushes you onto the track here. But yeah, we have more to build. I think it's time we build this Area 51 complex here, the top secret facility, and it's going to be like a lab kind of area in the interior. I think it will look pretty cool, and you're going to go through from the UFO into the facility and then out over here, so it'll connect all the way around there. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. So now we have this huge base here, and the plan is once they go through the track, what's going to happen is they're going to end up going up through the UFO until eventually they get pushed out onto this track here, which is going to put them in the Area 51 base. And now we have this cool kind of alien type thing. We have a puppy in the center that we're guarding, and then we'll get spit out the other end here. Yeah, I put a pyramid here because obviously the aliens build the pyramids and all that. We put a UFO here. And what I want to do is, as we continue building this theme park in general, if I see any zombie villages, I'm going to put them in here and then kill them as normal villagers in each of these 4 green tanks here. I think it'll be pretty cool. The only reason I didn't do it now is because the nearest village is way too far away, and I think it's just going to be easier to do it as a long-term thing. But I also wanted to add a bunch of mushrooms in here, so that I do need to go grab, and I'm going to do that right now. Okay, there we go. I think this should be enough. Hopefully they kind of just disperse in the area and spread out a bunch. I think it would be nice. Wait, they could... Oh, I'm just realizing they could get on the tracks. Nah, that probably won't happen. We'll be fine. Okay, so next thing to do is we're going to build a giant alien over here that's kind of breaking up the track, which is why I have these floating pieces here. So it kind of looks somewhat animated. So yeah, he's going to be standing up here, a green alien, the typical one you'd think you would see, ripping up the track. And yeah, it should be easy. So let's go. Okay, there we go. Just a small alien. I think it looks cool. He's kind of like breaking the track. So then you would fall down here and then continue to the end. And that's kind of the main bigger builds I want to do for this ride. All that's left to do now is to make it look a bit prettier, because it kind of just looks like it's planted here with no transition at all. So what we usually do is add a bunch of trees and then a fence going around it, just like this. So then it looks like it's enclosed. It's all meeting the safety procedures. But instead of trees, we're going to do a bunch of dead trees since it is a desert, and then a bunch of cactuses, which we're going to make with bamboo blocks. And I think it'll look pretty nice, because obviously we can't place cactus on this stuff anyway. And we're gonna put a bunch here too, so it kind of looks like you're swerving to avoid the cactus as you get towards the end here, and that should do it. So yeah, I think it's time we go ahead and finish off this build. Let's go. Okay, there we go. It looks a lot better now. It actually looks like it makes sense to be here. And I think the bamboo trick on the cactus looks really nice too, since we can't actually place cactus here. And that's why I needed so much of this amethyst. And then also just some dead trees scattered around. And I used some of the coral blocks over there to get some trees like this looking pretty dead. But now that this is done, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to test it out. But before we do that, I got a name suggestion for one of the dogs. So I think it's time we name it. And first of all, thank you for the suggestion. Okay, bro, I'm editing this and I realized you said, could you name a black dog? And that is not what I did. So I'm gonna have to fix this up next video. But second, we still have a lot of dogs to name. So if you guys have any suggestions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. But now I think it's time to test this out. Okay, so the idea is you come through here. Obviously, it will be open for usage. You walk through the line and then you come around to the minecart here. And then you press a button and off we go. We go up the start. We see this UFO over here. It looks pretty cool. We have a slight drop here until we eventually fall off this cliff here down back onto the track. We are saved. And then we're gonna get abducted by the UFO slowly going up. I think this is pretty cool. And then up the bubble elevator, pushed out the UFO into the Area 51 base. And then we'll get transported out of the base here back onto the tracks and then turned around here as we go further up the track. There's another drop here, but then we're going up towards this alien that is destroying the track. It looks like we're in danger, but we're gonna fall and land back on the track. Another drop here, and then continuing, we have a lot of cactus that we're swerving to dodge. I actually hit something there. I actually don't know what happened there. And then that's it. That is the ride. I think it's pretty cool. It's a nice theme that we've done here. I haven't really worked with these colors in the amusement park yet, so it kind of adds a new color, which I think is cool. Pretty much when this is done, I want this to look like very colorful and vibrant, lots of things to see. But yeah, I guess with that, that is gonna be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Later. Let's resume, walk light when the elephant in the room, push trunk, whatever niggas need to boom by